welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I wanted to take you with me while I got everything ready for fall, for autumn. So I want to decorate my house. That's the main thing I want to do over the next couple of days. I also want to switch my handbag over because I use a different handbag in the spring and the summer. I also wanted to share with you my fall book to be read list, as well as some movie and TV fall, autumn, Halloween recommendations as well. I already pulled all of my decorations out of storage today, so they're just sitting in boxes in my kitchen. I did want to show you the new fall decorations that I got so far this year, which isn't many at all. I haven't really gotten anything. Everything that I've gotten so far has been from Michael's. So I got these mushroom candles because I thought they were cute and you could use them all year round. They would go for spring, for summer, for winter, and for autumn. I'm saving them for fall, for autumn, and I'm gonna decorate with these. And I also finally got my hands on a pumpkin mug. And I've wanted one of these forever, and I just never found one that I liked. So I finally got this one, and I like it because it's like a matte orange. So finally got my pumpkin mug, and that's it. The only other thing that I've purchased so far this year has been some clothing items and some perfume, which I might show you later in the video if I get time, or maybe I'll do a separate video. I'm not sure yet. So that's all I've gotten. To be honest, I have not gone shopping for Halloween or fall decor items yet this year. I probably will within the next couple weeks, and if I find something that I really like, then I might get something, but I really wanted to cut back on purchasing more decor this year just because I have so much of it already. I didn't even realize this until this morning when I pulled all of my storage boxes out, but I have like 5 storage boxes that's just fall and Halloween, and I typically do use all of it. Every year I like to mix up my decorations, so I might not use everything every year. For example, this year I definitely want to do more fall instead of Halloween for the decorations in the entire apartment. But I still have a lot of stuff, so I probably am going to get rid of some things that I haven't used in a long time. Maybe ask some of my friends if they want it, but I really don't want to keep buying more fall or autumn stuff, even though it's my absolute favorite time of the year, just because I'm running around a room to store everything. So today I am going to start decorating in the living room and my bedroom because those 2 rooms are relatively clean. And then tomorrow I am going to finish cleaning the kitchen and decorate in there, and eventually make my way to our entry room and then the bathroom. I have already pulled out a couple fall candles. I think I pulled those out at the beginning of August because I was just so ready for it to be pumpkin spice season, and I wanted something that just gave me that mood boost of autumn. So I already have a couple of those out around the house, but I'm going to start getting everything out, see what I have, and start decorating this living room area for autumn. So I will check in with you later. This is the current state of the mantle, and I am not really loving it. I feel like it needs a garland or something else along the front. I just don't feel like it's enough, and I'm not really sure what else to put up there. And I started moving some things down here, and then of course I have this stuff all over the place, and I'm really just not sure what's missing. I really like this section. I like that. I like the books stacked up. I like how everything looks. And I put my fall books out here, and then this really awesome copy of Frankenstein that I have. But I don't love this side, but I'm not really sure what to do with it, and it definitely needs something up here along this, like a garland or something, but I don't have anything that would fit there, so I might have to find something online or get something at the store, which I really didn't want to do. And then I always decorate this round serving platter, and I moved all of the summer stuff off of there. I'm not sure what to do with this. So that's kind of just like the state of where I'm at right now, and I think I'm just going to go around and add some autumn fall florals into the spaces that I put every year, and then come back to this living room later when I know what I'm doing or have inspiration. Good morning. It is the next day, and I just wanted to check in with you before I got back into decorating, getting things ready for fall. Yesterday, I started decorating the mantle and the living room, but I don't really like how it's turned out so far. I feel like I need something on the mantle that has more color. I need some height. And I actually want a couple like little things too. And then the coffee table, I don't like what's going on with that either. So Monday is Labor Day, so I think we're gonna go shopping on Monday to pick up a couple new things that will fit in with what I already have. I realized yesterday when I was going through all of my decorations that a lot of stuff that I have I don't use anymore because my style and my taste has changed. And so I think I'm going to get rid of a good portion of the stuff that I have. I'm going to ask some of my friends if they want it. And I don't decorate for Halloween much anymore. I try to decorate for fall, and it's what I have just really isn't fitting the aesthetic that I'm going for. So I'm hoping Monday I can find a few pieces that fit how I want to style my home now and the aesthetic that I'm going for. I'm really going for like warm, cozy, autumn, fall, vintage, antique inspired, and not so much like tacky Halloween, if that makes sense. I'll post a couple pictures up on the screen here so you can see what I'm talking about when I was looking at Pinterest, getting some ideas of what I wanted to do. So the only thing I have to do yet today is put up my mugs in the kitchen and put a couple decorations up there. And then I do have to hang up my shower curtain that I have. It's the same one that I use every year. So if you've seen my videos from the past 2 years, it's the same thing. So I'm not going to show you that. You can go back and look at those if you are interested in seeing the Halloween shower curtain that I have. And after that, I'm going to switch my bag over and maybe do a couple more fall related things. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. I don't have that much left and can't really do that much until I get a couple new pieces, new items at the store on Monday. So after Monday, I will come back and show you that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go start decorating and I will check in with you later. Okay, so I am going to switch everything out of this bag and put it in my fall bag. This is the one that I use every year. I've had it probably for maybe 4 or 5 years now. It's from ModCloth, and I'm really excited to switch this over. Today is September 1st, so we're officially retiring the summer spring bag and moving into autumn. And I'm excited. I love my autumn bag. This bag gets more compliments than anything I own. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure ModCloth still has it too, and they have it in different colors. So I'll check on their website, and if they do have it, I'll link it below in the description box for you. But I'm gonna get started cleaning these out and switching everything over. So it's been a few weeks since I originally started decorating the apartment, and as you can see from behind me, I completely changed the original decorations I had up there. On Labor Day, I went shopping and got quite a few new things, even though I originally said I didn't want to buy anything new this year. The stuff that I already had, I just couldn't make work with the aesthetic and vibe I was going for. So the new pieces that I did get are more autumnal and fall instead of Halloween. So I'm just gonna go through the apartment and do a little haul with you, show you everything that I picked up this year. And first I wanna show you two things that are not decor items. The first thing I wanna share with you that I got this year, I got it at Barnes & Noble, is my fall read, and it's Cackle by Rachel Harrison. And I started reading it already. I got through the first 72 pages the first time I sat down with it because I really, really like this book. It is about a teacher who leaves New York City and moves to a small town in upstate New York where she meets this interesting character called Sophie, who lives in a big ancient haunted mansion. The whole town seems to fawn over her. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous, a little witchy and intriguing. So I am excited to see where this book goes. So far, I really, really like it. The other thing I wanted to share with you that I purchased is this replica fall perfume sampler. And I got this because my mom has the By the Fireplace perfume, and every time I go to visit her, I end up using it. So I got online to get it because I thought that would be the perfect fall scent. And then I noticed that they have other fall scents as well, and they have this little sample kit. So they have Lazy Sunday Morning, Jazz Club, Autumn Vibes, and then By the Fireplace. I've already used all of these scents and I absolutely love them. I'm wearing Lazy Sunday Morning today because it's Sunday. I really like Jazz Club. Autumn Vibes, I'm not so sure about. I like it, but it might be my least favorite in the entire collection. I think Jazz Club or By the Fireplace is probably my favorite, but I have to wear it a few more times to figure out which one I'm really gonna like. But I think all of them are really wonderful. And I am one of those people that like to have a scent that matches my mood, the day, the season, etc. So I really love all of these and they're perfect for fall. So if you're looking for a fall scent or you want to change up your perfume, whatever, I highly recommend getting these because they're amazing. So starting off with the coffee table decor, as I mentioned earlier, I got the little mushroom candles from Joann's, and then the leaves that I have sitting there I just picked up from Joann's as well, so those are new. And this little brown mushroom guy over here I purchased from an antique thrift store in Castle Shannon. I will put their link below, but they had a lot of great antique thrifted vintage stuff there and their prices were really great as well. And the ladies that worked there that have their items there are very, very nice. I ended up talking to them for 2 hours, so I would highly recommend checking that store out if you live in the Pittsburgh area. Both candles, the pillar and the pumpkin, are LED flicker candles, and I got those from Joann's as well. The faux floral is from Target, and then this deadly nightshade candle is from Target as well. Okay, next up is this copper vintage coal scuffle. I believe that's what it's called. And I got this at Pittsburgh Antiques in Castle Shannon. I really wanted to get some vintage antique copper stuff to sit throughout the house, so this is what I found. And then the florals that are in it are from Joann's. So it does have like a little lion, and then the back handle has like a blue porcelain on it. It's kind of hard to get my camera in there. And then the garland is from Michael's. It's battery operated LED lights. This white flicker candle is from Joann's. It was clearance, so I don't believe it's an item from this year. I also got both of these candlesticks, and I either got them from Joann's or Hobby Lobby. I will double check my receipts and let you know in the detail box below. The houses I got from Hobby Lobby, and they have a copper paint on top. I already had most of this stuff, but I wanted to show you that the mushroom I have on the coffee table had a smaller one at that thrift store that I mentioned earlier, so I did get the set. It came with two little mushrooms. In the entryway, I didn't get many new pieces, and I didn't decorate too much out here, but I did get the wreath that is on this mirror from Joann Fabrics. And then over here on this dresser, I have another LED light from Joann's. This stuff I've had before. You would have seen it in my previous fall Halloween Decorate With Me videos, so you can go back and check that out. There's not too much new in the kitchen this year. The only thing that's new is the amber candlestick and the taper candle that's in it. And I believe these came from Hobby Lobby. I did get a couple other things from Hobby Lobby as well. Sorry about the lighting. It's very minimal in the kitchen right now. So I found this little pumpkin like shot glass mug at Hobby Lobby. And in the summer, I found one that was just this size as a strawberry, so I just switched those out. I also picked this up at Home Goods because it's an electric frother that you can just recharge instead of having to put batteries in the one I already have. And it comes with these cute little designs too, so I thought that was cool, but I haven't opened it yet. The only other thing that I got from Hobby Lobby were these pumpkin and leaf, I guess you could call them stirring spoons. And since I'm having a Gilmore Girls birthday party in October that's kind of like Stars Hollow Autumn Festival, I thought this would be perfect to use over here where I'm going to create the Luke's coffee bar, and everybody can use those to stir their coffee with. The last thing I have in the kitchen is just some extra florals that I had that I got at Joann's. I just put in this basin, and this basin actually has strawberries on it, so I just turn it around for autumn, so that way there's a little bit of autumn over here near the window. And that's it. That's everything that I got this year. Alright, so I just wanted to share with you my plans for autumn, the books I'm going to be reading this fall, the TV shows I'm going to be watching, the movies, the activities, and the recipes. That way it gives you some recommendations as well and a couple ideas for what you might want to watch or read this autumn. So I have my list here on my phone, so I'm just going to go down through it, and I'm going to start with movies. So last year I gave quite a few movie recommendations, but to be honest, I don't watch many movies for fall. I'm more of like the TV show person because there's a consistent thing going on that I can just keep watching. But the movies that I'm going to watch this year are just Hocus Pocus, the first one, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Every year I watch Hocus Pocus. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite movies. I did watch the second one last year when it came out, and I hated it. I did not like it at all, so I won't be rewatching that. And I also always watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. Sometimes I do watch this around Christmas time, so it just depends on my mood. But actually in November, I'm going with Kevin, my boyfriend, to see The Nightmare Before Christmas at the Pittsburgh Symphony. So they put it up on this screen at Heinz Hall, which is in downtown Pittsburgh, and then the orchestra plays the music score to the movie. And I've wanted to do this since I worked at Starbucks many, many moons ago when I was in my mid-20s, because they did it back then and I never could afford it. It was too expensive, but now I can afford it and I can finally go. So I'm really excited for that. That should be really awesome. And I even got a whole outfit to wear for that. So I will probably show you that later in this video or maybe in another one. And for TV, I started watching Riverdale season 7. It is the final season of Riverdale ever. It just became available on Netflix a couple days ago. So I'm on episode 4 of that, I believe. So I'm starting to watch that. If you haven't seen it before, I recommend it. It is like kind of like a murder mystery show. I feel like it has a lot of Gossip Girl vibes. If there was murderers in a small town, it's very campy. I really like it. I also started watching the original Sabrina, so back in the 90s with Melissa Joan Hart. I started watching that again. I remember watching it as a kid, and at this point I think I'm on season 4 or 5, whatever season Sabrina goes to college, and I don't remember ever watching the seasons with her in college, and so far I'm not liking Sabrina in college. I really preferred the first couple seasons, but I'm still gonna go through it and give it a try. And of course, I feel like everyone that loves Autumn rewatches this every year, but Gilmore Girls. I started my yearly Gilmore Girls rewatch I believe last week or the week before, and I'm already on season 2, and I've seen it so many times that I again can just put it on in the background and have it on while I'm doing whatever, working, cooking, cleaning. So that has all the fall vibes. So I'm going to watch all that again this year, and if you've never seen it, I highly recommend watching it. Okay, so I'm gonna move into books. So I have read this before. It is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. And originally when I first read it, I had it on audiobook, and I really enjoyed the audiobook version of it again. And it's only 2 or 3 hours long, so you can easily do it in one sitting. So I'm probably going to listen to that again because I absolutely love that story. It's so good. I love all the details, and I really love the audiobook version because the narrator has such a great voice. So there is a book that's being released September 22nd. It's called The Unfortunate Effects of Heartbreak and Magic by Brianne Randall, and this is supposed to have Gilmore Girls meets Practical Magic vibes to it. I've never read Practical Magic, but I have watched the movie and I thought it was okay. So really I would just want to read it for the Gilmore Girls vibes. So if I have time, I'm hoping to read that one as well. So as far as activities, I already mentioned going to the Pittsburgh Symphony to see Nightmare Before Christmas. That's happening in November. And then in October, I have every single weekend booked with an event. So the first week, we're going to go to Trax Farm because they have their fall festival. That's where I get my pumpkins. That's personally my favorite fall festival in the Pittsburgh area. We go there every year. So we're going to hit that one first. The weekend after that, we are going to another fall festival that's in Zelienople, which is north of Pittsburgh. It's about 45 minutes away. And they have a fall festival every year, and I heard they have homemade donuts there. So I want to check that one out and see what it's about. And then after that is my birthday weekend. So my birthday is October 23rd, which is a Sunday. So Saturday night, I'm going to have a birthday party that is Gilmore Girls themed. So I'm really excited about that because I haven't thrown a birthday party for myself since I was in my 20s, and I haven't hosted any sort of party in our apartment probably in 4-ish years, maybe a little bit more than that. So I'm really excited to get all my friends together and hang out, celebrate my birthday. I do plan on filming some content for planning and having the Gilmore Girls birthday party, because I know that there's probably a lot of people out there that would be interested in that. I'm probably going to do that mostly on like Shorts, TikTok, Instagram. But I will keep you updated as I go through planning that as well. After my birthday, the last weekend in October, there is an event in Pittsburgh that I've been trying to go to for years, and it just never works out with my schedule. It's called the Pittsburgh Vintage Mixer, and it's at the convention center, and it's a bunch of different vintage antique vendors. So that's something I've wanted to go to for years, and it's not really, you know, like a fall autumn related thing, but it is still happening in the fall, so that's why I wanted to mention it. And now for the fall autumn recipes. So I wanted to do this last year, but I never had time. I want to make my own pumpkin creamer. I've seen so many recipes on TikTok, so I want to try one or two. I buy pumpkin creamer all season long, and sometimes I even have enough supply of creamer in my fridge that lasts me through December, because I absolutely can't get enough of it. So I want to see if I can create my own, and maybe it'll taste better, cut down the cost of the creamer that I'm constantly buying. So another thing that I'm going to be making this year is my mom's apple pie. I make it every year. It's my favorite apple pie recipe, and I absolutely love it. It has a crumb topping. It's delicious. The only thing that I do differently every year is the crust. Depending on how much time I have, I might have to get a store-bought crust, or I might try my own crust, or I might try a different crust recipe. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do this year. It just depends on when I have time. I'll probably make that sometime in October. Sometimes I make a pumpkin pie in November, but it just depends on how much pumpkin pie we have left over for Thanksgiving, or if I'm in the mood for pumpkin pie, or if I'm over pumpkin at that point. So it just depends. I'm not sure if I'm going to make that yet this year. Another pumpkin recipe that I did want to make this year is this cookie recipe that I saw either on TikTok or Pinterest or both, but it's a pumpkin cookie, and then it has cream cheese icing, and it looks really good. I'll post a picture up on the screen in editing. But these cookies just look so soft and chewy and delicious, and I kind of want to try a new pumpkin recipe this year. So maybe instead of pumpkin pie, I'll just do the pumpkin cookie recipe. So that is all of my plans for this fall. The books I'm going to read, the movies, the TV shows I'm going to watch, the recipes I'm going to make. So hopefully that gave you some ideas or recommendations for you to incorporate into your fall season. Also, if you have any book recommendations, movie recommendations, recipes, activities for fall and autumn, let me know in the comments below. I love trying new things and trying different things, so I would love to hear from you what you're doing, what your plans are for this season.